Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train Random Late Night Runs. For a cooldown, because it's not the beginning of my day, it's the end of my day, and if the warm-up's at the beginning, the cooldown's at the end. And I've been thinking of this specific clan for a while, the Alt Wormkin, the Exile Wormkin, aka our favorite little worm boy on a crystal. It's more of a slug. Beetle? Echo Right. I suppose, don't care. 10-5, we start with 3 consume cards, 2 Bounding Echoes, 1 Soul Siphon, which is incredibly good, and a Vine Grasp. Don't the consume cards have a bit of a synergy with this character? Etch, apply 14 armor to friendly units. That's the high value roll from Shellsmith. Marsh Lord, Etch, remove shell, so we can hatch eggs faster. And then Repeater returns consumed cards to your hand. Bog Chrysalis, Kinhost Vessel, and Bog Deep Cocoon. It's the one that we know, or the one that we like, the big boy, the Etch. And with Awoken, we can get Descends, and with Descends, maybe we can build a big floor. Maybe we can replay the eggs. I don't believe you can endless the eggs. I think the one time I had replayable eggs on Echo Right, it might have been from a Transcendent resummoning the egg effect, because I do believe that that is a summon effect. Could have also been just resummoning the champion and then descending units, but I'm pretty sure it was a Transcendent, now that I think about it. A Vine Grasp per turn, better regen. I think Vine Grasp is what I'm looking for here. We have 2 in the deck, adds 1 every turn, which is great. We don't need to make the regen better because we don't have any regen. This is just a good relic. And we can have a sting every turn. We gotta be careful with a sting every turn because with the Vine Grasp every turn, we actually have 7 cards in our hand every turn of combat. Once you play a sting and draw, then you're getting 8 cards in hand every turn of combat. And you're getting to the point where that's a little much. I think it's still fine if we have any, we're not gonna get any incants. We could get better sting spells, better magic power. Cheater's Hand might be a little bit more tempting just to force specific draw, but I'll go for the sting spell. We're gonna have thick hands, and we have to be very careful about what we're actually... Is Purge consume? We're gonna have to be very careful about what we actually draw. After we beat the first boss, should we take a draw relic or should we go for the energy one, or maybe capacity? Regardless, I think that we don't care about the consume cards that we have right now. We don't have like a consume built-in synergy. How does that unit upgrade? More health, and then on the 3rd tier you get 2 cards, is that right? Yeah, more health, more damage. The 3rd tier of the Repeater gives you 2 random consume spells every turn, but I think we gotta go for Etch, Summon, Bog Chrysalis. We have a way of playing this very easily. Which is we have consumed cards, we have cards that can be consumed, we don't care about these cards. We can consume a lot. Seraph the Patient, oh crap, I didn't even look. Enemies every floor, this should be a no-brainer. And if we got a Train Steward, we can go heavy on 1 floor. Do we need Soul Siphon? No. Well, I guess with Echo Break we could Soul Siphon up here, or we could Soul Siphon here and then get value on spells before things move up. I suppose it doesn't really matter which we do, but we can play Root Seeds and stuff up here, so I think we should Soul Siphon maybe middle floor, maybe bottom floor. I'm gonna do middle. Train Steward gets played. Echo Right gets played behind. The egg gets played in front of Echo Right, which will matter eventually. It comes out with a little bit more health, so it's functionally a better tank than Echo Right. It has 1 pip capacity right now. So even if the Train Steward dies, we can resummon it. Good to know, good to know. I'm an idiot, we should have definitely summoned all of the charged echoes up here. We could have got our unit summoned, whatever. That being said, we're gonna root seeds our egg, because by root seedsing the egg, when it hatches, it'll get most of the value. We have a 9-card hand. I don't think we go for... draw. I think we probably go for capacity or energy, because we have too many cards. We have too many cards. Too many cards. Do 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 do. You see, I kind of screwed this up. We're not actually going to be able to pop the egg for this next round of combat, so someone's probably going to make it up to the pyre. We will, however, I should have done this differently. You're taking 20? That's way better. Why are you taking 20? Oh, you're dying, which is killing the Train Steward. The Train Steward's actually getting an attack. So if I do this, you're taking 26, which doesn't actually help us all that much. The Pyre takes 2 due to the misplay earlier, but it's still not that bad. We finally have the units being hatched, so we have 2 Bogged Flies. That's totally acceptable. We don't need to play consume cards up there. We just play it down here, and you're dead. You don't matter. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh yeah, you get stronger per echo on the floor. You're actually a pretty good unit. 2 25-25 units along with our champion behind him. That's not bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, we're drawing a lot. We're drawing a lot. I mean, again, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a 10-card hand right now. Previously, when I said we had a 9-card hand, I looked at the number on the draw pile here. No, we have a 10-card hand now, and we do not need to take a draw relic. That would be wasteful. Okay, so we're gonna have to play around with that. Still, I mean, I like the relics, especially getting a Vine Grasp every turn is really good. Echo Transfer, no brainer. I think Steel Enhancer. 3/3 is not the most value, but a free infusion. We're gonna be drawing a lot. We need cards with a little bit more value, but that's fine for now. Now, the egg, summoned by Echo Right. We cannot buff, it gets health, that's it. This is a good way of buffing the damage of the unit that gets summoned. Soul Siphon Intrinsic is a good way of scaling the energy on the floor quickly. Well, not the energy, but the echoes on the floor quickly. We need to go for an Awoken unit first, though. We do need to look for a unit, and Awoken units are pretty good. You know, if we can get a multi-striker or a sweeper, that's pretty good synergy with the champion. And something else to consider is that when we play Echo Right and it summons an egg, that summoned egg can go above capacity for the floor. So if we get a unit, we play the unit, we play Echo Right summons an egg, we could have like 9 capacity on a 5 capacity floor if we play our cards right. We could also like ascend or descend the egg or Echo Right or another unit, but we only have access to the Awoken Descend unless we get the orb. I want the unit though. Endless. It's the worst option. We have no heals, but we will get some. Endless being there just sucks as an option. We have no heals right now, like literally none. Husk Hermit, like if we had access, you know, I should have re-rolled the shop. I should have re-rolled it because we don't care about endless on awoken units. Maybe we would have gotten a multi-strike, a large stone. We want sweep as a keyword. The third tier champion, the egg, the Bogged chrysalis egg, gets trample when it hatches. So that's kind of a sweep, but not really at that stage of the game. Enemies have enough health anyways. Plus Kermit does feel like the better play. Woken Hollow's a larger unit. The Rejuvenate, we're not really going to be utilizing all that much. We need quick, multi-strike. Both of those are okay on the Husk Hermit. Husk Hermit can kind of function as a tank. Or the egg can function as a tank too, but then the Husk Hermit can kill units. We have a lot of spells though, so we can maybe kill the weak units that are summoned on a floor. Maybe we don't need the Husk Hermit. Maybe we'd prefer the stats from the Hollow, and the Hollow can tank for the time being, but we have no Rejuvenate. It's a tough call, but I think Husk Hermit's a little bit better because of the keyword effect. And I think large stone is fine. We're just gonna be looking for a quick on it from here on out. Intrinsic, I will put this on Soul Siphon. I think it's good enough. We don't need it to like double cast or anything like that. -2 is not worth it. Unit melding, not worth it. Okay, that's not bad. I'm relatively happy with this. Armor 10 doesn't matter on our units. I was gonna say our champion. It's not the champion, it's our other units. So, Consume would give us 1 shell. This already gives us 4. Okay, well it's gonna give us 3 because I removed 1, but that's fine. Everything on the floor is gonna die pretty much. Not even pretty much. Everything on this floor will die. Buy us a turn. You're gonna hatch. The 2 flies are gonna have pretty good base damage because we buffed them. I mean, out of everything, you need to die first. What gets buffed here? Probably the sweeper, you know? I don't think we need any more damage, really, to handle the floor, so we'll just keep that going. You know what? You get some in there. I think you're gonna die in 1 hit to the boss, who's doing 13 damage. Oh, because of the rage stance. That makes sense. But... So because you're at the back and you don't sweep, we'll Root Seeds you. Can't kill you. This will be an easy fight. So what are we looking for next? We have a lot of stings, man. Whenever we draw too many cards, by the way, we're not gonna get both the Sting and the Vine Grasp. That's why I don't think we need draw relics. We're already drawing a lot, and if we draw too many, we lose value from the relics that we have. We don't wanna lose value from the relics that we have. You're hitting me twice. Not bad, not bad. Smack him, smack him, smack him, buff him. By the end, you were hitting me 1 time. Health, yeah, okay. So we have both. Ensnared maybe, but we draw too much already. We don't need that. A unit, infused multi-strike Animus of Will. Multi-strike but -15 attack. That's not what we want on the Husk Hermit. Husk Hermit doesn't have scaling. A 5 attack unit that has multi-strike is not very useful. Shard Soul Carver, on the other hand, is pretty nice because it will be able to get attack and armor by inspiration triggers on the floor, but it will take its capacity up to 4. I think we want an Animus. If we can maybe even dump the Husk Hermit. Maybe Husk Hermit can be its own floor, killing units for a couple of waves, and then the top floor can hatch, We'll have good units, maybe a great Animus. You gotta take the Animus, you gotta take it. That would have been a much better multi-strike target, let's say that. We don't need the Pyre health, we don't really need a Merchant of Magic with 155, though, you know, let's run the math. Large Stone, yes. Multi-strike. Probably. Quick, yes. We can almost certainly get value out of a Merchant of Steel. Merchant of Magic, holdover, yes. Double stack, no. Permafrost, no. Remove consume, no. So we wouldn't be re-rolling that shop, we would just be buying -2 energy and then consume Echo Breaks, which is fine with our champion, but I think we'd be much better off at the Merchant of Steel. It's the one that I don't want, again. And if I re-roll it, we have a good chance of not being able to afford it unless I get money at the Concealed Cavern. So I guess fingers crossed for money. I mean, we're gonna take this. It's a good spell. And we will get her later. Man, she's a good unit. She's a big unit. She could go down on the same floor as the Husk Hermit, and then the multi-striker could go behind our champion. I think we can make this work. And again, I'm pretty sure the other option, it just ignores the combat completely. We don't want -2. I was really kind of hoping we could get +10 magic power and piercing, but rip that. Technically that's not bad, but it's not necessary right now. And I don't even want to put the +25 health because we can buff the health of the Husk Hermit if we have to ourselves. I think we wait. Going to 2 Merchant of Steels and not really getting that much out of it, it does suck a little bit. Excuse me. So yeah, the what's interesting about that event we just had is that the other option, apparently, and this is something I never use, but apparently the other option lets you put a buff on a unit that gives them +10 attack, -1 capacity. So you can make Husk Hermit, we can use its second upgrade to make it a 2 capacity, 30 damage unit. But that just does not seem nearly as good. All right. 3 damage is pretty much perfect there. We do have an Animus. We're gonna put the Animus on this floor. Because we kind of have tanks with the Echo, right? It's already hatching as well. So we're gonna Root Seeds you. We gotta think about this a little bit differently now. Because the Husk Hermit at this point is just gonna be a bottom floor sweeper. Just trying to kill everything that moves up. And we'll buff the Animus with the multi-strike. Steel Enhancer. Whenever we get the other buffs, we'll just play them up here. Nothing's on that floor. You sweep, but you can't kill me. You do 25 damage, or you do 2 damage, which is not that bad. I think just smack you a little bit. I don't think we're gonna kill the front line unit. Well, with the stings, maybe we could, especially with the good old Wingmaker. Wingmaker! I need a heal at some point. Good lord. You sweep. I want the extra health on you. I want the extra damage on you too. You guys don't matter, but I could kill you super easily. Okay. It's a huge capacity buff for basically no reason, but oh well. We'll get a better tank after the next boss fight because our egg's gonna get better. The capacity you can get is pretty ridiculous. I wonder. We did get her. That's pretty good. Now we have nothing to really do with this floor. If only we could have waited, then we could summon everything behind the Husk Hermit, but that's not what we're really going for here, is it? Oh, shut up, you. All right. Hey, my hand is full. Who would have thought? I guess I'm just putting all the buffs on her, which is totally fine. All right. I think we even played that 4 times. Are we gonna get Hef immediately? That might be the best time. I love the pew pew. It's so good. Consume. Gain 1 empty echo and 1 echo. Infuse, apply 10 health and spikes, or draw. We don't really need this much draw, but if it hits the root seeds, we'll be happy to play them. Oh, this is the other reason, I suppose, why we don't. This is the reason why we're getting such variable draw rate. Yeah. We definitely do not need draw. We want energy or capacity. And everything's cheap, so we might go capacity, but I don't really, I can't really imagine a world in which that makes sense unless we go Husk Hermit and Animus and Echo Right, or Hef and Echo Right and another unit. We could take a lot of capacity upgrades. Cycle of Life is too expensive. I'm going Rail Spike. So if we take an Animus, we can put the Animus inside of the Husk Hermit. That gives us the quick. I like that because then we can also meld this Animus inside of Hef or Hef inside of Animus and go from there. What's Hef's upgrades, or rather unit essence? Plus 30, plus 30, plus 2, and trample. On sweep, that's pretty good. Man, if only we could get quick. Because quick at a shop plus trample plus 30 is pretty damn good. On an Animus though? Yeah, I mean, you know what? If we take capacity, we can play huge Animus on the same floor as the champion. That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go for quick Animus and we'll see what happens. I think we didn't use this 4 times. I think we used it 3 times. Duplicator or artifact unit. We don't really need another unit. So what's the plan? The plan is we have 3 coming up. The plan is put the Animus of Speed in the Husk Hermit if we can't find quick. Husk Hermit will wipe a lot of the bad, weak, early floors. It's just a unit that softens the enemies for a little while. If we put Hef in this Animus, it'll turn it into a 33 by 3, 33 HP trample. It's huge, but it will do a lot of damage. And with trample, its damage is not gonna ever get wasted. It would be better on Husk Hermit if we could get quick, but we can't do 2 melds in this direction. It's better on the Husk Hermit because a 100 health unit with 50 damage can survive until Relentless in most situations. So do we go, if we don't need another Awoken unit, we probably go left, Hellvent, and hell, duping the Awoken's Rail Spike is totally acceptable. Duping Echo Transfer, Echo Infusion, we don't need them, but we could dupe them. I think what we want though is Rail Spike. We don't need 2 Wingmakers, especially non-upgraded. But this does give me the opportunity to also purge the Train Stewards, which are just garbage. And we can buff this, it's totally fine. It's totally fine, totally fine. Remove 2 shell. We want better eggs. That's why we're doing this. I can't believe we didn't get any, well, no, we got 1 opportunity to take a Wormkin unit. I didn't accept it. Clipped Tormentors. Units on every floor. That's pretty easy. And the weak enemy units, again, this is why we have the Husk Hermit. Although they will sap us. Hopefully that doesn't matter. Maybe we can just toss a Train Steward in front of them. But I gotta kill you guys quickly. So it's gonna be... It's gonna be the same thing. Sap 4, that's -8 damage. That's... I can't let you sap me, otherwise I can't kill you. So we're gonna have to toss a Train Steward out in front of you. So we'll do this. 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 You're both dead. I can't stop you from hurting me. Good old Wingmaker will work though. You're fine. There's our Animus of Quickness. We can put it on this floor. Yeah, why not? Put you in the back. Can't really do anything else on the floor, but I think that's fine. Just accept that that might not be the perfect situation, but we'll be a-okay. Shell -2, you only need one more. Anything will do it, Root Seeds will do it. The guy up front has multi-strike, we don't need it. We don't need to worry. I don't know what I'm doing. Should have probably played the Train Steward. We need a Train Steward here to stop you, or now you're dead. You know what? Give me a draw. You know what? Screw that. Give me a buff. Buff, then draw. All right, maybe not the best. It's fine. Now there's my Echo Infusion. Just in case the boss sweeps. 93, yeah. One thing I'm noticing is that we still don't have a healing card. Oh, right, this is why we should have played on the bottom. You're gonna suck. We need some heals. I mean, we're not taking that much damage yet, but we're only at 35 pack shards. This is pretty low considering everything. So much crunching happening. That's the one thing I hate, is the crunch. But you can tell, like, we have enough energy for what we're drawing. We're playing everything every turn. Dun, dun, dun. We have so much money. Apply, consume to drawn spells, gain energy, deal damage for each spell in the consume pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. 15 damage. I think we need a better spell. This seems okay. It's only to one target, I think, but I think we need a spell. Well, we have plenty of spells that do damage. Good old Wingmaker, too. We're getting Vine Grasps, we're getting Stings, we have Echo Breaks. I don't think we need this. I don't think we do. It's a heal. We will take it. We need any heal. All right, we're gonna get Hef. Hate to say it, but probably Merchant of Magic so we can get some upgrades going. Holdover, damage, holdover. Intrinsic, +10 magic power, +30 magic power, -1, -1, -1, -1 on the root seeds. I would like to go to the Concealed Caverns, but I do think Merchant of Magic is probably better. Train Stewards, like, they will fit because of our capacity, but I don't want to draw them ever. This is the one that I don't really want to see. We have -2. We have what might be better. +10 magic power piercing is pretty damn good on the good old Wingmaker, and then we can make this thing hit like a freaking truck and also be very good to duplicate. I think we'll do that. Oh, and we gotta do some unit melding. Ooh. Made to fit, -3. She big. Quick into the sweep. It's gonna save us a lot. Okay, then we can continue this process. We'll make the awake cheaper. Permafrost. Man, I'm just getting such bad options here. Like, I don't care. Well, start upgrading, I guess. You know, I'm gonna get rid of an Echo Break. Keep some money, though. Man, terrible shop. Spell Shield 2. It doesn't matter. I know we're talking up our spells. These units, we don't need spells. We just need the sweep, and we're gonna get the sweep. Capacity-wise, we might have to put units on a different floor at some point. Whatever. That unit's gonna hatch very soon. Mid-floor? Why not? It'll kill the wave. And then, remove 2 shell? Yeah, why not? I don't know. Energy is probably next. Capacity doesn't seem like it's gonna be a big problem. 6 capacity is where we wanna be. It'll fit the big Animus, and it'll fit the champion. All right, you hatched. Very good, very good, very, very good. Pull you up. Now I can smack you, now I can smack you. We're not gonna worry about the Animus. She's just there to be whatever. Hit me for 14. Well, good opportunity to heal, I suppose. Good opportunity to heal you. That's good. This is Stealth Boss. Husk Hermit having a load of health is very good. But we'll buff this floor. I don't really need to wipe these guys, but it does save us damage on this floor and the next floor, so we'll do that. They're gonna move up, that's fine. We'll draw 1 card and make it cheaper. We're already drawing enough next turn, so we'll draw this, make it cheaper. It sucks, whatever. Not the one I wanted, but it's the one I got. The one that I got, it's the one that I got. You can see though that Husk Hermit, it's tanking a lot. It's taking a lot of damage. Now you will die to the sweep. There's pretty much nothing we can do about that. You're gonna go up to 16 damage. Pretty much nothing we can do about that. Just gotta carry on, carry on. Now we're gonna put the healing buff on Hef, probably. Good old Wingmaker does save damage on this floor. It kills everything. It also kills everything down here, but this stuff is gonna die. Husk Hermit is gonna be able to attack a couple of times, so we'll play this here. Get a heal out. Get a, work down your spell shield, I suppose. You know what, do it again. We only need to attack a few times, and you're not that strong. This is one of those fights, though, where it's like buffing the boss's damage to 16 kind of sucks. But you are dead. We're taking a lot, but you are dead. Good stuff. F-tanked it. F-tanked it. Okay. Reap. Deal damage to enemies per echo. This is an AoE. We have an AoE. It's the hammer. We don't need this. We don't need any of this. Ooh, infused regen spikes. You know, it's not bad. Seraph the Patient. Oh man, you suck. I mean, all we need is a Merchant of Magic. All of a sudden, this thing is free. Is regen 2, spikes 2 really that great? Not really, but it is a little bit of extra healing, I suppose. Helps keep your units alive. We have an Awake. If we get through the deck and we can play Awake every couple of turns, like that's pretty good. It is infused though. I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip. We don't need draw. It's hard to say no to a good infused rare spell. I just don't think we need it. This I think we need. As much as a Merchant Magic is pretty good, we need units to be upgraded. We do. +1 stack of Reap each time it's applied. Damage enemies when they enter the train. Top floor gets 1 echo that cannot be removed. It's not that amazing. It really isn't. Every consumed card is gonna pop the shells. It's gonna happen in a couple of turns. I don't think we need to really worry about this. Damage when an enemy unit enters the train is fine. It's literally the definition of fine. +1 Reap each time it's applied is actually pretty good for the Kinhost Pupa. However, we're not gonna have the Kinhost Pupa forever. We're gonna very quickly change to a different unit, which this will not affect at all. So unfortunately, it's either Infused Mallet or Encased Divinity. Encased Divinity will at the very least be useful up until Divinity, so we will take it. We'll talk about removal in a second. Stop with the Endless. Although, you know what? Sweep quick Endless Husk Hermit. If it dies, it can get replayed. I do like it. I do like it. Yeah, well, it'll cost 1 draw, but who cares? I actually do like this. Not great, but I will take it. Reroll me. God, the freaking upgrades are so bad. I can't go to another Merchant of Steel. I really can't. Duplicators at the very end, if we go that route. Man, the only Merchant of Magic's on the other side, though, after this. We really gonna be walking into the boss fight with very few upgraded spells? Maybe. I mean, once you get Hef, it's not that bad. This is not that great. Maybe we put you in Hef. Turns Hef into a 35 × 2 unit. No, Animus of Will's better. The only question is, are we gonna go... We can go Hellvent here. Because I really want to dupe Awake. I want to have a second healing spell so we have good healing. So if we go Hellvent, we can go Merchant of Magic. We'll get an artifact, more card removal here. No Concealed Caverns, no Merchant of Steel. Duplicate there. Yeah, okay. So if we're doing that, we should put something on the Animus. I will put +3 damage on the Animus for more damage. I will also spend a little bit to remove a card. What do we not need? Probably an Echo Break. Probably a Vine Grasp as well, but the Echo Break costs more. Don't sell anything else. Oh, I have more removal. Okay, never mind. Echo Break, get out of here. You know what? Never mind, we have enough Vine Grasps, I think. Actually, we don't need the Root Seeds. Start dumping them. Okay, I like it. Scourge fell. Perfect opportunity to place our endless unit on the bottom and just let him work. Kills all these units. Yeah, Penance is gonna hit us once. That's fine. We took care of everything else, which is pretty damn good. All right. Now everything is clear. We're not gonna get any more garbage added to our deck unless it's from her. We'll start buffing the crap out of this floor. And, oh, there's another 50 damage to you. Oh, you have trample. It's not actually any more damage to you. Whatever. Because we're quick, you can't hit me anymore. Fantastic. Animus of Will. You can be played, you will be played. Don't play Bounding Echoes first, weirdly enough. It'll ruin what you're trying to do. Now play this. Now play this. So the Awoken's Rail Spike, we want to play it, of course. We need to weaken these guys. No, Bounding Echoes first, I suppose. Don't need the heal right now, so we'll buff. We've got some good stuff. Now, something I didn't consider is that Hef is really big, but if we do the unit melding, we can still put everything on the... We can put everything on the top floor. Oh, but what about Divinity? We're gonna have to worry about the middle floor. Because the Animus, if it's 4 capacity and Echo Wright's 2, we only have 5 capacity middle floor right now, not 6. You know what, let's think about that later. I've got other things to worry about, like getting through this fight. At least that's pretty good damage on you. Wait, 37, that's it? Oh, you don't have any melds yet, of course. Right. We gotta take energy though. Like I need to be able to play more cards. I need the draw, I think. Yeah. This intrinsic is a pretty good one, but we can't make it intrinsic anymore, because that would have solved the capacity problems for the most part. Yeah. But we will, we'll figure something out. Don't add garbage, thank you. This seems like a good time for the rail spike, I think. Too much draw. Too much draw, oh good. A free card became free. That's the other problem with having a cheap deck, I suppose. So you know what, Husk Hermit on Relentless top floor, it can be played. That's pretty nice. You might as well be the tank. Look at that. You know, I don't trust you. I'm playing you to dump you. That's how unplayable you are. We're not killing you by 30. Now we're killing you. This is, that we're only not killing her by 30, I think is a big red flag of we need more in this deck. clearly, we're not there yet. So what the hell are we gonna do about that? These don't matter. This doesn't matter. We're gonna purge the shells quickly enough. Do we go with energy so we can get more value out of the things like rail spikes, or do we go capacity so we can play Animus after it gets hit, after we meld it with Hef? Hell, we can dupe the Animus right now. I think we go capacity. Yeah, because we can have an Animus behind the Husk Hermit, an Animus behind Hef, and that's a huge damage bonus. We won't get the more capacity, so we won't be able to replay these guys, but 4, 5, 6, 7 capacity on the bottom floor, 4, 5, 6, 7, a quick sweeper in front of a 30-30. Okay. Kinda like it. I think it's okay. Ooh, 5 HP per floor per unit is pretty good. That's really nice. Bog Deep Cocoon is what we're looking for here. Etch Armor, I've never really thought of that as being particularly good. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put Hef in our Animus. I think it makes it a good enough unit. Makes it a big enough unit. And I kind of want to put -2 in a rail spike just to make it more playable. Get through the deck a little bit faster. It looks like we are aiming towards 150. We're gonna hit it right now. It's a bit early, but I like what we have. This should be fine. And I like that we should be able to make it past this fight, go to the Merchant of Magic, we'll have 800 gold. Yeah, this is right. This is right. We gotta work on this guy though. Like, he's gotta die at some point. Ember Drain screwing us is why I wanted the energy. So we could play the Animus and the Husk Hermit here. We would do 100 damage. You would take 100 damage from this floor. You would die. We would take a lot of damage though, and we would have Ember Drain 2, followed by Ember Drain 2, followed by more Ember Drain. So we would not have energy for a long time. I could ignore you, play the Husk Hermit and the Animus, or I could do 100 damage to you and play the Husk Hermit. I think that's what we gotta do. I think I gotta let you go, knowing you're gonna die, but knowing we can deal with you. This is what I wanted, by the way. This is actually pretty good. And you're a big boy as well, because we have so many pack shards, of course. One consumed card hatches the egg. Do it right now. Okay. And every time we consume a card, this guy does get stronger, which is pretty good. We gotta be careful of the sweep damage and the spikes and the et ceteras and the et ceteras. I think we want to pull you forward. You're more important to kill. You need more damage. You know what? Hold up. Now you're not attacking. Fantastic. You're gonna hit the Husk Hermit? Honestly, who cares? Very good, very good, very good. So I would like to draw 5. I would. It hit the Awake, it hit the Root Seeds, that's pretty good stuff. Let's keep you going. Buffing the heck out of you. Each one of these Root Seeds is actually a pretty big buff just due to the nature of our upgrades on her. She's here specifically for damage. You're attacking me, I'm taking 15 damage. You have a lot of HP. You are the ideal anti-patient unit, as long as you don't die immediately. You're fine, you need some love. Hold on, here we go. And smack you. Ideally, we could find a way to get two animuses on the same floor. I do not believe that'll happen. We are taking 3 damage and 6 damage. The 6 damage is because of trample. As weird as it sounds, we're hitting... You're not multi-strike. Why are you taking 6? Oh, you know why? Because of the 5. You're actually taking 11, 8 plus 3, but then you're healing 5 of that. That's why. Okay. I mean, I gotta admit, a Godo Wingmaker is pretty good up here. Only the Animus gets hit. We have this Animus as well, and we might want to consider playing it. We're gonna have an energy problem next turn, but I think it's a worthwhile play. It gets you out. You do a good amount of damage to him, even though you're not gonna kill him, that's fine. She's there just to do some damage. Now the boss we're gonna be fighting in a second is a little bit of an annoying one, but we have a big tank in front which should be able to tank all of that damage. We're not going to be adding a Sting or Vine Grasp on this turn. Nothing behind you, you're just a 21 damage unit. I'm gonna let this floor go. We want it to die as quickly as possible, weirdly enough, because we want this floor to be the only one doing damage. Huge. Animus is gonna take 1 hit. Get that Consume card out of my deck. We have why do we have such a thick deck right now? Still 12 cards? Oh, the stings. They don't consume. That's right. That's right, Zach. So let's just draw a few. I mean, I like what we got. Okay, end turn. Animus is doing 300 damage with trample. We have a 150 damage trample unit in front, a 100 damage champion. That's pretty good. I think force contamination is what I'm looking for. We're not gonna get carried by a daze, but this is similar. Allows you to kill a unit. Cycle of Life is also pretty okay to buff the health of our units. I think I kinda like this. The spikes is whatever, the infusion is whatever, but we can make this thing cost 1 at the next shop. We don't really need to spend -1 energy upgrades on anything else. Brute Seeds, yes, but we can always just purge those. We have damage ups, they're called Echo Transfer. We have draw, it's called Stings. Cycle of Life though, more health. Always good, always good. We're gonna go to the right, we don't need to dupe. We're gonna have 155 pack shards, which is a little bit on the high side, but we do also have 1,000 gold. Volatile Gauge, goddamn no. Friendly units get +5 attack. Getting 25 damage on the sweeper is probably acceptable. Permafrost. Force Contamination Permafrost, I think is actually fine. Purge of Vine Grasp, yeah. We have enough of these. We get one every turn. -1, put that on, what's on this? -2? No, magic power. Which we don't care for. Purge and -1, or Purge and, yeah, cost -1, don't care for it. I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna re-roll. Egg, remove shell, apply armor 30, and when you play your 3rd card, draw 1. We're gonna take the draw, and I'm probably gonna take the other thing as well. Can't afford it, never mind. Which is totally fine, we don't actually need it. Our shells will hatch in 2 turns anyways, you know. Let's make that cost 1. I mean, remove consume on the rail spike is tempting because then we can always play it for draw to make the deck cheaper. We don't really need it, but whenever you draw it, you can just put your excess energy into it, and it's not bad for that purpose. $110, we could buy the consume upgrade. Let me look at the deck. Good, good. A lot of our cards consume, and after they consume, we're just left with some root seeds, echoes, stings. I think I want this to not consume. Okay. Will this run be a success? I have no freaking idea. Melee weakness every turn. We need to hatch the eggs fast. We should. This is acceptable. That's fine. Work you down. Draw more. Might as well. Bottom. Him moving up sucks. We're taking 65 damage. 6 egg. If we hatch 2 spells, you will survive. You're actually taking 72 damage. So we have to be careful what we play. This is why I wanted 25 damage on the Husk Hermit, by the way. This is absolutely why we wanted that. So I think we just play Cycle of Life, Husk Hermit. We will take 74 damage. I gotta run the math on this. This is important. $72. Yeah. So taking 65. We would take 74, and then all we need to do is consume 2 spells when you're not here. Okay. How are you taking 200 damage? Oh, because the trample. To be fair, we don't need the Husk Hermit. What else would we play, though? That's the question. You know, there's nothing else we would play, because we would have to consume 2 cards to hatch, and we can't do that. Well, no, actually, we can, if we're fine taking a lot of damage. There's no reason to worry about consuming right now. I think we play the Husk Hermit. I think we play him here. I think we make sure that this works. I mean, this will work. I think we worry about you. Gotta be careful of that force contamination. If you die, it does not matter. Okay, we are gonna hatch immediately. We're gonna play this. I'm actually gonna play the Animus on middle floor, just to give him more targets for moving. This will hatch. Makes it look like it's gonna kill him, it just hatches him. Play this. I will draw 2. One's a root seeds. We're gonna guaranteed draw Steel Enhancer, which I'm just gonna do. It is a purge spell. I need to purge this. I'm just gonna play it on you because I'm gonna heal you anyways later. Okay. There you go. Moved you to the middle floor. Oh no, you're dying. Who cares? This Animus doesn't matter. We have no ascend, no descend. The best we can do is put him behind the Husk Hermit. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is health on this Bogworm, really. So we just got to keep buffing him as much as possible. Fantastic. And then, if we have excess energy and we don't need to heal, play the Awoken's Rail Spike. Draw more, get through the deck. Can also... no, don't play that. I'm gonna keep you alive so I don't have to draw you. We have a consumed Echo Break. You know what? Don't care. Well, I do care. Consuming cards is good for us. Top floor. All right, we're gonna get hit hard. We're gonna play Cycle of Life. We're gonna play Echo Transfer. Then we're gonna bail. Are we? Yes, we're gonna bail. I'd like to not have to play this for as long as possible, but we should probably be playing it on the boss as we go. Okay, drew an Echo Transfer and a Root Seed, that's fine. We're up to 500 damage per turn there, which is not that bad. This is the last time we're gonna be playing the Husk Hermit. Need to play this, need to play this, need to play this, then we can bail. That did 300 damage for one incant. I think that's fine. You're on your own, don't care. Sorry. We're getting some sizable health buffs. We drew Cycle of Life twice on the same turn. Our Animus is looking pretty hot. I don't even know if I want to play this because we can draw better things probably. And you have 300 HP, that's pretty good. Should have played the Root Seeds, I guess. I think we'll be fine. 35 damage is a lot, but it's not enough to get through us. With the Bog Wormling getting to 300 HP and acting as a tank, I think we'll be fine. Again! I never get anything from the Concealed Caverns event unless I'm streaming, I swear. Now you're gonna be strong. We should be fine. Husk Hermit turn 1. Never mind, that's bad. Oh crap, no, that's bad. Wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Husk Hermit turns 1 means that we can't play Echo right on the floor we want to play him. Hold on a minute, what the hell, game? We can still do it, it just depends on what we draw. Ooh, crap. Because we have a capacity problem now. The egg is 3 pips. There's no way I can fit it on the same floor. Are we gonna have to draw super quickly? Oh, that sucks. Well, here's the thing. We wanna play this here, regardless. We wanna play this here, regardless. And then we might as well remove one of your damage shields with a sting. That is not what we wanted to draw at all. Okay, this kinda sucks. You know, it's not as bad as you would think. I can still hatch. But do I want to hatch right now? Bro, Jesus, I don't know. God damn it. I said it, and then I immediately was like, wait a minute. No, I don't want the Husk Hermit. I like having the Animuses. So we have a question. A question to ask and answer. Do you play Echo right, or do you wait and summon him later? I think you play him now. I honestly think that. I think that if you just buff the tank in front and you heal him, we do enough damage, we should be fine. Oh crap, gosh. The Animus is gonna go behind the Husk Hermit. She'll have a tank for a while. Alright, you hatched, you have 135 HP. This is not the way we originally planned it. You know what? We could, good old Wingmaker. We will almost have capacity for an Animus. We can play one here, Wingmaker here, draw Wingmaker again, kill a unit here, have capacity for the Animus. It'll still work out. Thank God for Wingmaker, man, because it will work. Could also Wingmaker here, kill freaking everything, but let's start with the Animus. If you die, it doesn't matter. If you take 4, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go for the attempt, but we do need to stall. You know what? If we didn't if we didn't hatch the Bog Wormling, we could have gotten it with the draw that we had. Funny game. You're funny. I'm gonna buff you. We do have to think about this though, because we don't really care about the Steel Wings. I'd rather pull the Clipped Reflector. He will die. So I think we do that. Okay, you live, which actually is good because that means I don't have to summon you again. You have exactly enough HP that you can attack once. That's fine. And if the Animus dies, maybe I'm okay with that, but we can awaken you and that will probably keep you going for a little while longer, but we could also draw. You are giving spikes to everyone. It's actually easy to kill you. Oh wait a minute. This is it's not Horrible Wave with 2 of the armor dudes. It's just one of the armor dudes. What happened? Why did we get the easy wave? I'm not. You know what? Let's not worry about it. 23 damage. 15 armor. I can't kill you, but you will die to the sweep regardless. Which means you're dead to the sweep regardless, and you're good. Okay, yeah, we kill you first. And we heal you. Wanted this. You son of a gun. Well, I can play it down here still. So we'll play this for 1 draw. It'll draw a Echo Break for free. Which means I can play Echo Infusion up here if I so desire it. Do I desire it? I do, because it will consume a card. So you get stronger, and then you get stronger. I like that. We don't care about the Husk Hermit, we'll replay him. The Animus has enough health. Now we drew the other Animus, but we don't have the capacity yet. That's fine, because we're getting through the deck a lot faster right now. Units are gonna make it up. They're not killing the Pyre. I think we accept that too. Animus is now living, you're taking 172. Because we didn't get both Animuses, this guy is constantly living, and it kind of sucks. You trample, you're taking damage. This is totally fine. We just gotta think about how we wanna handle this. You're taking 51. That's a lot, a lot. You consume. I can extract up here, so I'm going to. Doesn't matter who we play that on, it's the same damage. 165 means you're actually real easy to kill. Now you're dead. Very good, very good. You have trample and you're killing him. I don't care. Much better. Now I have a question, which is if forced contamination is used on a trample, will the trample damage be increased? Because I could play forced contamination here. I could play it here, but then we would only do 25 damage. I could play it on you, and then the pyre would do 160 to you in one hit. But like, how does the trample damage get affected by this? Is it only taking additional damage on the base hit, or will it trample and increases damage as it goes? I have no idea. Well, how much armor do you have? 30? 200? You're gonna do like 40 to 50 damage to the pyre? I kind of want to just play this and see how it plays out, but it's way better to save it for you, right? Like, I would be an idiot to play this right now. I really want to know though. I want to know and then like, you know, edit the wiki and be like, oh, I figured it out. This is what we need, good old Wingmaker, we have to play it. Like, have to play it. You're also almost dead, which is pretty cool, can I say. But now we can play our unit on this floor and then the damage is gonna be a lot easier to deal with. Force contamination kills you, you're actually not doing that much. I should have played it up here maybe. I could still play it up here. If I buff you and then contaminate you, you're doing 12, you're gonna do 5 hits to the pyre at 12 damage, you're gonna do 60 damage. It sucks, but it's not a lethal amount. Really need to do more damage everywhere else. And even you added garbage every turn, which sucks. But like, if you make it to the pyre to hit it for... You're healing for 20 every turn, damn. I think I gotta kill you. I know these units are moving up though. I can kill 1, I can kill 2, and then it will just be you 2 moving up, basically. You have regen 10 though, that sucks. Could buff you, but I think it's way more important to buff the Animus with the multi-strike trample. Could also bring you to the front, and then you'll die. That's probably better. If I bring you to the front and then contaminate you, I wonder how that affects. Well, it only affects your damage. Okay, we're gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. And this. And this. And this. And this. And this. Weight of Contrition is gonna stay there for a bit. All right, we're about to take 60. Kinda need that Animus. Actually, the good old Wingmaker everything will die on this floor if we play it. That's so good. Things are pretty darn weak here. Oh, thank God for this. We drew the enemies. Finally. Now everything here is dying. Beautiful. Now, do we go to Wingmaker here still? I think we do, because if we can replay the Husk Hermit up here within 3 waves, why not? Like, everything here is for the most part dying, except for you, which sucks, but we'll kill you. You know what? Now you're dead. We'll split the middle a little bit there. I think we're over the hump, and I think it took a little while, but we managed to get the units out how we wanted them. But I think turn 1, we should have not hatched the egg, because we could have hatched the egg on turn 2 with consumes. So I think that was a definite misplay, just like no-brainer misplay. You gotta live, you gotta live. Okay. I don't care. Do not care about your armor. All right, this floor, you know, the bog wormling, he's hurting. Oh, we can't Wingmaker this floor. Well, we'll Wingmaker this floor, then 2 units will live. It doesn't quite kill you. I do need you to die, but that's pretty much what this is for. 520, okay, yeah, you're dead. We'll Wingmaker here. It's the wrong floor for it, but it's gotta be done. All units are dying, huh? Why? Oh, because you've trampled. If I give you 14 HP, we actually have 23 HP, but you're actually doing 23 damage. How interesting. Doesn't change anything. Okay, so both units down here are dead. Let's not worry about it. We can't save them, so let's not even try. Let's just try to keep our second floor going as strong as possible. Which it turns out is not that hard. Oh, now we can do it. Now we got it. Although the Animus is gonna die on the spikes, but we can just give her the regen. Husk Hermit dies, he comes back next turn. Regardless, that's totally fine. I don't care. I can keep him alive with this. He's not gonna stay alive, he will still die to the sweep. Okay. But again, alternatively, I could give the Bogwormling the Awake and then give him a whole bunch of health, and we don't care about this floor because we only have one wave remaining. Yeah, that's way better. Stay alive, buddy. In 30 seconds, only the middle floor is gonna matter. You're fine, because you still come out again. So we have 1 draw. We are looking for, what are we looking for? I was gonna say Wingmaker, but I can't actually put the Husk Hermit on that floor. Can't help but notice, not killing you, because you are doing, holy crap! 34 damage times 2, what? That's too much. That's too much damage. What happened? I'm only doing 1,700 to you. 1,800. Force contamination will help, but how much? Well, the only thing that matters is this floor, so buff it up. 17. 18. 19. Force contamination. It lowers our damage, weirdly enough, but it also does increase it. Good old Wingmaker is a lot. 81, 81, you're attacking. I think we Wingmaker. 2608. If we draw a wake, I would be so happy. But maybe you just play Forced Contamination. 81, 81, 81. The trample damage from the Animus will hit Divinity. So how does that affect anything? I don't know. Well, we can draw first. We can draw first. Okay, well, you play Echo Transfer. 2860. You're dead. 2868. 2973 with an extra 120 down there. Now. 2123 with 120. That's 3223. That's 3243. We only need the pyre to hit you once. Oh my God. The pyre killed him. I don't believe it. Now, where did that go wrong? Honestly, we probably didn't need double rail spikes. We should have taken double awakes on the duplicator. We needed the heals, man. The units in front, the tanks, they were not surviving. They were The dude being, where's my Bog Deep unit? He was surviving because of the etch giving him plus 10 health every consume, and we had like 8 consume cards in the deck, so he had a lot of HP, plus 60 base HP because of the Echo Right's summon ability. We needed another healing effect out there that we didn't have. We also needed to not hatch him immediately. We should have waited one more turn, because we did get the perfect draw that enabled us to play the Animus behind. Now that might be a case right there for not having the Husk Hermit in the deck, but the Husk Hermit was so good at handling the waves that were spawning. All the 20 damage, the 25 damage sweep was really, really helpful. I'm trying to think like what I would have liked to have changed. Go down to 100 pack shards, not 150, but we got some good upgrades on the pack shards that we took. I got to admit. Oh man, I'm trying to think like what would I do differently there? I mean, it sucked either way. I guess maybe here's an interesting one. What if you don't meld Hef first? What if instead you dupe Hef, then meld Hef, then you have a unit in the deck that gives capacity, and you could theoretically draw that and then start playing the Animuses after a few turns after you shuffle through the deck. That's a possibility. Hef is only a 3 capacity unit, not a 4 capacity unit. With 50 health, it's a good like medium tank while Echo Right's building up power by hatching the shell, basically. But really what I would have liked to have seen is another egg. We only had the one egg. That always happens when I'm on Echo Right, man. I never get the cool egg runs anymore. Anyways, we had, I mean, let's be honest, we had just barely enough power to win there. And it was probably a mistake hatching the shell when we did, but you know what? It worked out. I would probably say, again, one more awake would have been better than another rail spike. It's another infusion. It's also a 1 energy heal for basically 40. That's pretty good. And we needed the HP. And especially with the 200 HP on our tank, we needed the HP. We needed to be able to heal him. We couldn't. We gave him a lot of health with Echo Infusion, but we weren't in Cycle of Life, but we weren't able to fill that HP after he took some damage. Mostly, we were able to limit the damage with the Husk Hermit. That's why we had him. Fun run. What a fun run. I love this champion. It's one of my favorites. I mean, you know what? Let's do this where we actually get music. Go back to main menu, please. Like, if I was to rank Hellhorn Prince, Multi-Striker Go Home, pretty much. The, you know, we can actually, hold on, stop. We can look here, we'll still get the music. Hellhorn Prince, go Multi-Striker, go home. The slay ability is actually too weak to actually get slays, and the revenge doesn't really work unless you're rolling Awoken and you get spikes. Spikes make this work beautifully, but on high packed shards, he doesn't have enough health to survive anything. Shardtail Queen, I hate this unit, one of the worst. IMO. But certain streamers out there who still play this game so long after development, they love Shardtail Queen. She has the best win rate. Okay, good for them. I don't know how to win with her. I suck with her. That's why. This is personal, you know, vendetta going on against Shardtail Queen here. It's got nothing against her win rate. It's my win rate. Sentient, love it. They're all good in their own way. Cultivation's probably the worst. Spike's the best. Wildenton. Sweep Quick is great. Quick is good. I don't like Thornlord. He's a good tank, but you tend to be able to find tanks. Capacity is the biggest problem with Wildenton. Tethys sucks. Sweep or Frostbite, preferably Frostbite. That's what you want. Soul Guard. Frostbite is OP if you have a method of healing him. Armor works, but it's not the best. Awoken or Wormkin. Wormkin can heal him pretty nicely, or Lifesteal from the morsels from the Umbra. Titan Channel 1 or 2 is fine. 15 Shard is pretty hard to get, and you want the unit out early. I don't like action. I don't think this is particularly great. Penumbra. Gorge or Summon. I like Gorge because the stats are to die for, the lifesteal keeps him alive, but it's really hard to play him at 20 health. Summon is great because he's got a lot of damage. You can make a big floor. Primordium, they're all good. I like Primordium, you almost can't go wrong. Fun unit. Rector Flicker. They're all good. They all have their own unique use cases. Your units die a lot, or other units die a lot. Good tank. Resolve, your units die a lot. And Burnout, hey, if you start the run and you get the +3 Burnout cards or a mold, you take this one. Little Fade. Again, all useful. But the Spikes one, it doesn't scale that much. This one is best for if you're playing Umbra and you get the relic that gives you damage shields, because you can give her 2 damage shields. She can tank 3 hits instead of 1 every turn. Way more playable. Otherwise, I like Quick Endless, just because she scales beautifully and like very quickly. And I also like the plus stats Burnout too, if you have a good way of getting her killed every round. Spine Chief, I need to at some point take the Decayer's maximum upgrade. I imagine he's going to be a great tank. Yeah, he's the tankiest of the bunch. Otherwise, I really like both of these. Corruptor and Infector are a lot of fun. And Echo Right, Armor 14, I don't think is very good. And I don't really like the Repeater either, because returning consumed spells only has a limited use if you have good consumed cards in your deck. If you don't, then this is not a very powerful champion. And you don't really know what your deck is gonna be early. You could take this guy and then try to build good consume cards, but you don't know if you're gonna be able to do that because you don't know what's gonna be showing up over the course of the run. This is at least a little bit guaranteed. You can take garbage consume cards and then still get a lot of value out of them. Anyways, that's my thinking. Anyways. Anyways. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.